Welcome back to the channel, guys.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Walker Farm Fam. 5 years later, 5 years ago we sat right here in front of the fireplace and we all did a little intro. So if this is your first time here, I'm Gary.
I'm Cassie.
I'm Ranger.
I'm Ransom. I'm Mazzy.
And I think we asked each person, each kid, if there was anything you could do, Ransom, what would you want to do?
Play with pigs.
Play with pigs?
In the mud.
In the Ranger?
Meet Steph Curry.
Meet Stephen Curry. All right. Mazzy?
Meet Taylor Swift.
Meet Taylor Swift. You know what you said last time?
Eat ice cream.
Eat ice cream.
Ranger said be in the NBA, and Ransom said drive tractors. But if Gary shows the first time, Ransom wouldn't hardly even talk, and everybody was just tiny. And now Ransom does the intros, and everybody's a lot more comfortable on camera. So.
Yes, absolutely. And there were only about maybe 8 or 18 of you guys here the first time we made that video. And now there are 88,000. So thank you guys so much for following along with us. And I think what we're going to do right now is take a good look at everybody, the size they are right now, and then take a look at us 5 years ago.
Hey, we're the Walkers. We want to take some time to introduce ourselves. Thank you for coming to our channel. If you like what you see, hit the thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe and put a comment down in the comment section. I'm Cassie.
I'm Ranger.
This is Ransom.
I'm Mazzy.
And I'm Gary.
We're so glad that you've tuned in to watch our stuff. And we'll be posting videos about our family, life on the farm, all the things we enjoy and do. And we can't wait for you guys to get to know us. Mazzy, what is your favorite thing to do? If you could do anything, what would you want to do? Eat ice cream.
Eat ice cream.
What kind of ice cream? Chocolate chip?
Chocolate chip.
Ranger, if you could do anything, what would you do? Play in the NBA? Okay, Ransom, if you could do anything, what would you want to do?
Tractor.
Tractors.
Ransom loves tractors, don't you? Okay?
Ransom is a farm kid at heart. He loves all things tractors, trucks.
Gary and I want to take a little bit of time to talk about what you can expect on our channel and what we'll be sharing. 4 years ago, I started Walker Farm Fam on Instagram. After we adopted Mazzy, I wanted to kind of document our life and share our journey and encourage others who are having questions or have thought about fostering or adopting. So sometimes you see the ugly side of it, so I wanted to share. People started encouraging me to start a YouTube, but I just always kind of laughed and thought that was kind of silly. And the last couple of weeks we've been looking on YouTube and kind of checking other people's channels and stuff out, and thought maybe it's something we'd like to do as a family. We're going out on a limb here and we're trying something new. Usually it's just me talking in my little box on Instagram and sharing things, but Gary's going to dive into it as well. So he's going to talk to you about
So hopefully you enjoyed that clip from 5 years ago, and these memories that we are making are priceless to us.
Yes. And when we did this, we set the camera way up over there. You couldn't hardly hear us. We sat here and talked way too long because this isn't just a talking channel. This is a whatever channel, our family channel. But we had no clue what we were doing. So hopefully you see a little bit of difference. Gary's a little more comfortable on camera now and does the majority of the videos. So we've come a long ways. And
I know that you saw the title and the thumbnail. Yes, there is an abandoned building. If you guys want to see what it actually was, stick around. We also are going to go get our brand new herd bull. So we're starting off 2025 with a new bull for our place. And we have a lot of other things in store. So what we're going to do today is we're going to try to share a little bit of memories over the years, just maybe 20 or 30-second clips of some of our older videos. We're going to share that with you guys. And then Cassie has a great recipe.
I don't cook often, but when I do, it's amazing.
So she's going to share the recipe, and after that, you'll get to follow along with us as we go pick up our new bull, and we're also going to let him out of the trailer. But we get to find out what that old building was, and none of you guessed it. We had lots of guesses on our last video. The old abandoned building is not what you think it was, and it's got a cool story behind it. So take a look right now at some of our old videos. As you can tell, they're well taken care of. They just hang out here on the farm. Ranger's got his cat. Oh, there she goes. Susie's not really big into cuddling Ransom. Are you showing him how you can be a bucket boy? Let's see. Let's wipe that nose. All right, you ready? Get down low. All right, there's the bucket. Let's go back just a little bit. Stay back. Back. All right, this is how Ransom travels on the farm. And he likes to go with a bucket. We'll go over here to the rabbit feed so we can let Ranger do some rabbit feed.
Is that fun, Ransom?
All right, this is where the bucket drops. Oh!
Let's go feed him to the cows.
No, we're not going to feed Ransom to the cows. They wouldn't eat you, would they, buddy? What you got? What are you driving? Cassie, who do you have?
Twinkie.
Is that your favorite cat?
Yes.
Tell us about Twinkie.
She's a good cat, and she knows how to do this trick.
She knows a trick?
Yeah.
Okay.
Twinkie, come here, girl. Come here. No.
She'll come.
See? That's her trick.
Wow. I didn't know you was a cat whisperer. You can teach cats tricks. Ransom, where are we at?
A showboard.
The cell barn? Yeah, we're at the Calico. What do you think about that cow, Ransom?
I'm not happy.
She's not happy. What's she gonna do?
Going left.
She's gonna tear somebody's head off, ain't she?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Ransom, what do you see?
Baby calves.
Baby calves. What else? A horse? He said he wants to go ride a horse. I don't think that's going to happen today.
Wow, 4 of them.
Yeah, babe.
Looking for a worm?
Oh no. It can only mean one thing.
1,000 subscribers. You said it, not me.
Things I get myself into. Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. So, I may have got myself into a little situation, which I tend to do sometimes. But the other day, Blackberry Ridge was having a live stream, and they were talking about Ranger eating that worm and laughing. No, I'm not real sure what happened there.
Let me see. It just had a baby. Let me see.
You see that?
Can't see.
Isn't broken, and that just was in my hand.
He just had a baby.
You didn't break off that end right there? Maybe that's a sign from God that you need to eat the baby. And
Do they have babies like that?
Go, put it back in the ground.
Okay.
my mama's going to eat it, man.
Mom, not the baby.
Well,
Okay.
like it literally kept flipping in my hand, and then I looked down and one was flipping, and I hadn't even touched it.
Oh.
Do they have babies like that?
Yeah.
It's a worm miracle.
All right, so we're gonna put the baby
No,
in this
Papa.
plant right here, so it can grow and be prosperous. All right?
Oh, don't put them in.
Okay.
Eat it. Eat it. Eat it. Eat it. Eat it. Eat it. Eat
Jesus,
it.
don't let me die.
No, keep it in your mouth.
Swallow. Oh, yuck.
Let's spit it out.
Good?
Yeah, I got stuck.
Swallow, drink, water.
Oh, it got stuck in my throat.
I'll put the baby back in. Oh, look at this, Mama.
It did.
Why another baby? Welcome back to the channel.
All right, Ranger, what are we got about ready to put in the ground?
Plants.
Show us what you got. All of them.
We got radishes, carrots, more radishes.
Those are onions.
This is onions,
Okay. And then what's in this bag?
potatoes.
Yukon gold potato. So we're gonna cut this one in half. Okay. All right. Well, we got that one cut in half. So we're good to go now. Got an eye on that side. Some eyes on that side. Is it windy out there? It's super. All right. We're gonna cover these dudes up. Let's show them how to cover them up, Ranger. No, we want that. We want it. People can't see that. And it's springtime here. Can you believe it? Their spring's a little colder than ours, isn't it? It's pretty though. Beautiful. Mazzy, what'd you find?
No.
You were looking for snow, weren't you? You finally found it? You didn't make any snowballs to throw at your dad, did you? I hope not. Ah! Don't do it! Ow! You got me! You better watch it. I will get you. Watch it! Don't throw that at the subscribers either. Ah! All right, buddy. This one's yours. You ready? All right.
Granson walking.
Because he's still recording.
Nope, it's time. Hold on tight.
Bob, you gotta do this.
Arms around. Arms. You ready? All right.
When you're ready, buddy.
All right, ready? Go.
Right. Ready. Ready. Ready.
Here we go.
Oh, good try.
Got it.
Here we go.
Go, buddy.
This is the next day, and we're back here in the place that the incident happened.
So Gary called me, and I was still in bed, and he's like, "You want to shoot a coyote?" What? He's like, "I have a coyote at 200 yards. You want to shoot it?" Well, yeah, but okay. So, yeah.
Yeah, because I had thought by the time I go park the truck,
There you have to keep your eye on it.
go in, shut the door, come back out, he's either going to be scared off because I'm making too much noise, or he's going to be moved and then I can't locate him. But I had my eye on him, and I knew that if Cassie could come out, there was a chance that she could take him out.
Yeah.
So this is when I videoed, so let me show you what took place that morning right now. So we just spotted a coyote. It's out in the field, and it's in the same field as our Kriya. It's stopped. I think it's eating something. So I told Cassie to come out here. We're going to see if we can take it out.
He was walking like he was hurt.
All right. Well, we got to go to church, so he's still in her nightgown. But she tried to take him.
I waited till he was in front of that palm bank as my backdrop. So Gary said I would take you along while I'm making these wonton taco bites is what we're going to call them. So I got my pan greased up. I'm going to put some wonton shells in here. I got my meat. I got my beans. Put that together. I'll meet you back.
The chef is at work. I got home from basketball practice.
Well, I told him I would meet him back in a second, but Gary's here so he can video. So then, it's real fancy. You take a tablespoon of taco meat, a tablespoon of beans.
So you went with the not refried beans, the other beans.
Yeah, I decided to go with these. Gary bought this and refried, and I decided to go with these.
Okay.
So that's all you do, and then I have the oven preheated for 375. Cook them for 11 minutes. Take them out, top them with cheese, and cook them for another minute.
All right. And do you want me to show them the finished product yet?
No.
Nope.
I mean, I'm just now cooking them, Gary.
Well, it's like the Magic Chef where you put one pan in and you get another pan out.
Okay.
Where it's all...
Those aren't done.
Oh, there's not done?
I have to put the topping on them, but...
Oh, well, this is the next step.
Okay.
So you put this in the oven for how long?
11 minutes.
11
Take them
minutes?
out and do it for cheese and do it for one more minute.
And do it for one more minute, and then magically... And then we've got to put the toppings on. So we'll show you the finished product next. Looks good. Good job.
I ran out of beans, but that's fine. We'll
It's
just
okay.
use extra meat.
Well, you can open up your refried if you need them, but I think we'll be good. I know Mazzy's going to eat probably like 5 of these. Not. There is the final...
I'll eat it since you're videoing.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
So we put lettuce, sour cream, and salsa on it.
And you can put whatever you want, whatever kind of toppings.
That's really zoomed in.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's 0.5. So this is just something different. This is a different spin on tacos because sometimes you do the same tacos over and over. It gets kind of boring. So this is something different to try. So if you guys are interested, just follow Cassie's easy recipe.
Fantastic.
So today's the day, Ransom. We're getting the year started off right. You know, buying cattle. Going to get our brand new bull. You excited? Yeah. All right, me too. So not only are we going to get our bull, but we also are going to try to solve the mystery today, Ransom.
What's the mystery?
What is that abandoned building right next to where the bull's at? Is it a school? Is it a warehouse? Is it industrial? We showed you guys in the last video when I went and bought the bull, or one of our last videos, this abandoned building. Really old, really cool looking. Maybe used for hay storage right now. So we're going to go ask the guy that's selling us the bull what's going on. You think he knows?
Yeah.
I think so, because he's either the owner of the building or the neighbor of it. So I think he'll have some details. So let's go find out. All right, Ransom. The abandoned building is on your right in just a second, okay?
Okay.
You have to tell me what you think it is,
Okay.
and we'll ask what it actually is. Ransom brought a bull, didn't you? You brought a Highland bull?
Yeah.
What's your Highland's name?
Peaches.
All right, so Here it is. Here is the building. We think maybe a schoolhouse, but then you look at the top, and why would it have those giant things up there?
I think it's for
Mate, you think it's
because,
what?
Look, I'm pretty sure it's for a hay barn because that whole side has a gate on it.
Yeah, the end has a door, like a garage door, doesn't it?
Yeah, and it has a gate.
And a gate?
Yeah. So
All right.
It's something.
We're gonna ask. So we're not far from where we're going. So we got the bull loaded up, Ransom. I think I quit video and he came down to shoot one time, didn't he? Ransom's playing his game back there. But he came down to shoot the second time, and you can see the way that they handle their cattle, or the way that gentleman handled his cattle. He wasn't shouting, yelling. He just let him kind of have a space. And he didn't have huge pins. If that bull wanted to bust through, he probably could. But he loaded up. He's gentle. And his name is Jake. So he has his name right there on his ear tag. We're going to keep his name. He's a registered Pharaoh Cattle Company bull. And some of you might be saying, well, he looks a little small. Well, he is a small to medium frame size bull, and there's a reason why. I'll tell you more about that when we get home and after we unload him. But I have the mystery solved on the abandoned building. So let me show you one last look at it. So the abandoned building right here, you guys can see it has garage doors over here to drive a large truck in. It has several doors, 1, 2, 3 doors. Some of you thought it was a schoolhouse, but what was it actually? Well, I know, so I'll tell you. So the mystery is solved. The old abandoned building was a lift station. So a Wiltel company, who was also bought out, I think, by Williams. Oh, there's a truck coming. Let me get out of the way a little bit. So I got out of the way. A Wiltel company, who was bought out by Williams. If you don't know Williams, it's an oil company here in the Tulsa area. But Wiltel owned this building, and it's a pump station. Giant oil pipes were underground from here up into southwest Missouri. So what this building did was house those pumps for oil. And the gentleman that we bought the bull from said that he was told there was a bad accident here. There was an explosion and about 3 or 4 men lost their lives. So that is the story of that building. He also said that whenever fiber optics came out and got to being big, Wiltel or Williams was able to utilize the lines that they had, the infrastructure built, to get a huge head start on running large fiber optic lines. So this line and this building area was actually pretty crucial in their success. And now we know. So I would have never guessed a oil pump station, Ransom. You thought it was a what? Hay barn?
Yeah.
Ransom thought it was a hay barn, but it is really random because it's in the very middle of nowhere. Usually, if there's an old schoolhouse, at least there was a community around that area that supported that schoolhouse. But here, there really isn't anything. So, very interesting. I like to learn about history and different things, especially in our area. And now I don't have to wonder about that one anymore. So we made it home, and I don't think I told you what the abandoned building was, did I? It's a transfer station for oil. So there's a big oil pipeline that runs through there, and it was a transfer station that was owned by Wiltel and eventually Williams. Anyway, there's actually several men that died there. There was a huge explosion at one point.
And it's in Pryor?
And it's right there. Well, it's in the middle of nowhere.
But I mean, it's in the town of Pryor, and we didn't really know about it?
Yeah. I mean,
Probably we've heard about it.
I guess you could call that. It's like in between Pryor and Salina. So it's not really, it's like in the middle of it's like it would be right out here in the field. So I told them all about it though, and a little bit of story behind it. But here is the paperwork. I'll tell you more about why we got this bull and not a different one in a little bit, but right now we need to turn him out.
Yep.
You ready?
Did you tell him you're not quarantining because where he came from?
Yeah, he came from a farm. I saw the farm, and
Didn't come from a cell.
he needs to be with other bovine or bull, especially when they first get turned out. They really need to be with others. So the easiest thing to do is turn them out. Also, I spent all day yesterday mending any potential issues with fencing.
Yeah, so you saw when we turned out those new cows the other day, they went around checking the fence. But if you don't have a good fence for a bull, no bueno. They're going to end up at your neighbor's house, and then that's not good. So if you're going to get cattle, you got to have good fence.
Got to have good fence, and he'll probably settle down pretty quick because he is with cows and not all alone. If he was all alone, he would do what the other cows did and run around. So, all right, let's get him turned out. Jake, you ready to get turned out? I've got a release right here. I don't have to be up in the trailer. Welcome home. He's gonna start acting like a bull also.
Well, hello, sir.
Go ahead, Jake. Show him what you got.
We're all just standing here watching Jake.
Yep, Jake's home. That's what we got to do.
Trying to video and see how it goes.
Well, he's just gonna get introduced to the herd, and all the ladies are gonna come check him out.
So his ear tag says Jake, so that's his name.
So I'm excited to have a bull again, finally. And this is January 1st, the day we're turning him out. So it's a good day to remember the day the bull got turned in. But there are some cows that need to be bred right now. Mary could be bred right now. And we have two of our cows that came from Tahlequah. I think it's 48 right here, actually, is one of them. And then 49 right there is the other one. So you can see our tallest cow is right over there, Blackberry. And there's Jake beside Blackberry. So he is on the smaller size, which is fine. That's what we want. We want to keep our herd size, our cows, our heifers that are going to be born down to a smaller size and start keeping back some heifers to replace some of our cows that one day will be leaving the farm. The older ones as they get, I think we have. So I'm going to leave him be, but you can see turning a herd bull out to a herd is way different than turning cows out. When we turned the 6 bred heifers out, they were circling the whole place looking for a spot in the fence to potentially get out. And he's going to settle right in with the herd. Now, eventually, he'll hear the neighbor's bull bellowing and hollering and making noise, and he'll go down to the fence and meet him down there. And that's why I wanted to check that fence. If you saw it in our last catching up with the walkers, I wanted to check that whole fence and get it ready for the bull, because when he starts bellowing, he'll go to that fence and he'll make sure there's no place he can get through to get to the other bull. So different worries with different animals, but it looks like he's going to settle in just fine and have a good home. But why this bull? Why have I been looking for a Pharaoh Cattle Company bull? Before we end the video, I'll kind of show you the registration and some of the information we get on him and why we went this direction. I got the trailer backed up and about ready to unload it, but I'll show you. This is the American Angus Association registration, and we do not buy registered animals for the most part. The only time we will buy one is if it's our herd sire, our herd bull. If we were buying a ram, if Cassie wanted a ram and she wanted to do purebred baby doll, I would look for a registered baby doll ram. That way you're guaranteed that you're getting a purebred, and also usually you're getting quality. So with the American Angus Association registry, you have an idea of calving ease, birth weight, weaning weight, their weight at a year, what percentages the sire and the dam were in. And then you have things like calving ease, weaning, and different things like that. So you get to know a lot of things. There's a story told. Each one of these papers is a story. You get to see the sires and the dams for generations. And you also know that it was acceptable to the people that were selling the bull. So it has to rate in the top percentage of all bulls and all animals born to even be considered one of the registered Pharaoh Cattle Company bulls. So I take a lot of the guesswork out. For me, I don't have to wonder, am I getting a good bull? Is it going to throw low birth weight calves? This is a low birth weight Angus bull. The calves should grow off quickly, and he has a good track record. So he's a 5-year-old, coming to a 5-year-old this year, which means he is probably about halfway through his life cycle on breeding animals. So I did get him a little cheaper because of that, but I'll keep him 2 or 3 years, and then I'll send him on down the road, and then hopefully find another good bull if everything works out. So that's why we go that direction. And the Pharaoh Cattle Company, Pharoh, you can look it up if you want, but they specialize more or less in a mid-frame cow that's made to go out and eat grass and primarily nothing else. So my neighbor, one of my neighbors has Pharaoh Red Angus, and I've seen him go deep into the winter before he ever puts out bales of hay. The less input, mainly just on grass, rotational grazing. You can get more head per acre on an acre, and I want to be doing that in the next year or so once I get my fences kind of where I want them. So just a lot of things that I want personally in the direction I want my herd to go. But I'm excited to have a bull, excited to find him so close to home, and excited that you guys came along for the ride. So you've been following along with us, some of you for 5 years. I can't believe it's been 5 years. We are so thankful for each and every one of you continuing to take time out of your day to spend with our family. We share our lives. We don't do anything special on most videos. All we do is video what we're going to be doing that day anyway. We try to find the most interesting thing, make a title, make a thumbnail, share with you guys. But I hope you see the love that we have for our family. I hope you see our faith, and I hope you see that living here in Oklahoma in a rural community is a pretty good life. So we thank you for following along. We hope you have a great day, and God bless.